Hey there, guys. Thank you all for joining me. My name is Lynn Post, and I'm excited to talk to you all today about getting new customers. So, in our 31 business, new customers are going to be the key to growth. Like, we want to sell to the people who have bought from us before. We want repeat customers, no doubt. But we also need to keep bringing in new customers. This is especially important as you get started as a new consultant because when you're new, you have sort of a smaller pool to draw from. And if you keep selling to those same people over and over again, whether you're trying to use social media or you're using parties to do that, it can get a little daunting for your friends, right? They think you are just wanting to always sell to them. Okay. So the key is to branch out beyond our core, okay, beyond the core group of people that we know, which includes people we work with, people in our neighborhood, our family, that kind of stuff. So there's several ways that you can go about that, but before I give you the details on the how part to find new customers, I just want to talk to you a little bit about marketing in your business, okay? So as a 31 consultant, it's our job to market ourselves, okay? To market our business. We have to put it out there in order for people to see it, in order for people to be interested in it, and in order for people to buy it. Now, these days, we have the beauty of social media, right? We can use Instagram, we could use Facebook, we could use Pinterest, we could use whatever method that we choose to help get the word out about 31. Social media is a great way to slowly grow your business. This is my opinion, okay? Especially as a new consultant. If we're using social media, we're again starting with our friends. Let's say you use Facebook. And on Facebook, you're posting on your profile about 31, yada, yada, yada. And maybe that's all you're focusing on. Well, again, your friends and family are going to get overwhelmed with that and maybe even unfollow you. Probably not, but maybe unfriend you, whatever, if that's all you're talking about. We definitely want to focus on 31 on our social media channels, but we want to do it in a casual way to do what I like to call just create interest. We want them to be interested in us and want to know more about our products or whatever we're having to offer at that particular time. Okay. So as you're thinking about marketing on social media, I want you to think about how are you doing that? Um, is it all you're talking about on social media? Are you talking about other things? You know, what exactly um, is your focus on social media? Okay, so when we do that, we're going to get better traction, but still, it's going to be a slower method. Okay. It's going to be a slower way for us to grow our business. So we want to use social media. I want to make sure you understand that. Okay. We do want to use social media, but we need to find other ways than just social media because I feel like that could be sort of a slower grow, especially if your pool isn't that big. Okay. Okay. So when we're marketing our business, when we think about marketing and finding new customers, how can we go about it doing that? If we're not just using social media, which I want you to, but I want you to realize that that can be sort of a slower way to grow. If you're using a business page, if you're using your profile, if you're on Instagram, whatever, we can do that through hashtags and things like that. But again, I think it's going to be a little bit slower than if we use some of these other things that I'm going to talk to you about today. So as you're thinking about your business, I want you to think about how have you already marketed your business? What have you done to market yourself so far? To get outside of your circle. Okay, so we've got our core group, remember our friends, our family, whatever, which we have to start with. So if you're watching this and you're a new consultant, then just know that new consultants start with their friends and family. That's how I started. I think that's a great way to start. But our goal is to get beyond that. Okay. So let's just say you're a new consultant and you're just starting and you're starting with your friends and family. How do you get beyond that? Well, our focus needs to be meeting the people that our friends and family know. Okay, so how do we meet the people our friends and family know? Well, there's several ways again that we can go about that. We could do a party. Okay, so that could be a Facebook party, it could be an in person party, it could be a party at your sister's office where you're sharing the products with her coworkers because you probably don't know her coworkers. So we're looking to find ways that we can connect with a person who can then connect us with people that we don't know. Okay, so you could do a party. I feel like that's one of the quickest ways to do that, especially as a new consultant, because or somebody who's trying to relaunch for that matter. We've got those people that we know and love, our friends, our family, whatever, who want to help us, right? So they want to help us. And so when I say, hey, sister, I want you to help me out in my 31 business and um, have an office party. Let's do a little thing at lunchtime, and you invite the people to the break room, you invite the people to your cubicle, you invite the people to the lobby, wherever, and let me share some catalogs and some products with them and collect some orders. And then when we do that, you're going to get some free stuff. Like that's the most fun, right? Is when we can help somebody else get our products for free. And that's what being an insider for us does is let those people get those free products, free, half price, all the good things that an insider is going to get. So as a new consultant, I really think that's the way to start. As somebody who's trying to relaunch, I again think that's the way to start. But whether you're new, whether you're relaunching, whether you've been around for a long time, there's lots of other ways that you can grow your new customer base. Okay, so I want to kind of share some of those with you as well, and see what you think. But I really want you to just keep in mind that the goal is to maybe start with somebody you know, and then get the people that they know and then the people that they know. So I've been a consultant for 15 years. The people who buy from me, I still have my friends and family buy from me because they love me and they want to support me. But I'm always reaching new customers and finding ways to do that. Okay. So let's talk about marketing. Okay. So we know that we can show what I like to call show and share our products. That's one of the things I love about being a 31 consultant is that I'm able to take my products out and about with me. It's different than maybe somebody who sells kitchen products, they're not going to be traveling with their whisk or anything like that. We as 31 consultants can carry our bags, we can carry our purses, we can carry our wallets, we can carry all of those things with us so that we're just a walking billboard automatically for our business. And when somebody sees what we're carrying, if I'm walking into Costco with my wearable large utility tote or my large utility tote or my deluxe utility tote or my essential storage totes or any of those products that I might have that I would take into Costco, if somebody notices them and comments on them, then I can reach out to them as a potential new customer. Okay. Now, how would I do that? So I'm out and about. I'm got my products with me, and somebody comes up to me at Costco, one of my favorite places to go, and says, "Hey, I love that tote that you have. What, uh, where did you get that? Or how can I get one? Or whatever." Um, when when they do that, it's really important that we're prepared. Okay. So you've got to be prepared. That's the number one thing. So how can you be prepared? You could have created a business card. Maybe you've created a business card. If you do that, I really recommend that you use a QR code on the back of the card. Okay, a QR code. We became really familiar with those during COVID, right? When all the menus and everything were using QR codes. But we need those for our website too, so that when I hand somebody the business card, they can scan that QR code. Or maybe you just have the QR code saved on your phone as a photo. And when they ask you, you're like, here, just scan this. Or maybe when they ask you, you could say, yes, I would love to send you some more info. Let me text you over my QR code. And by doing that, you're going to get their phone number, which I think is huge. Okay. I know that sounds a little weird, but they asked you about your tote and they really want to know. And so if you say, what about this, then texting them isn't that big of a deal. Okay. So you could text them the QR code. You could buy our mini catalogs. Okay, so we have these little mini catalogs. They're under our business supply and marketplace. When you order those, then you can hand those out when somebody's interested. The key thing here is to have some sort of sticker or label, or you've written on it or something that has your info on there. Okay, so you can carry those. You can do the business card. You can text the people. You could write down their name, whatever works for you. But I really need for you to be prepared when somebody asks you, that you know what you're going to say when they ask you. Okay. It could be, I know for me, my daughter played softball for years when I was a consultant. And so I would take our totes to the ball games. And so there would be a lot of people who would ask me because I would have her name, I would have her number. These days, we could even put their picture using Picture Proud on the products, and people would notice them. And I would give them info, or I would get their info. One of the reasons I like to get their info, so having them text me, having them give me their name, telling them I'll send them a catalog, I don't care what method you use to get their info. When I do that, then I'm in control of following up with them, which I'm going to tell you all that the key here is following up. Okay. Follow up is the key. And sometimes it takes following up more than one time. Okay. So more than one time, it's gonna, you're gonna need to follow up with them, and just let them know what's going on in the 31 world. Okay. So that could be the follow up. We can talk about in a whole nother training, but it could involve texting them. It could involve putting them in your virtual office as a contact so that they get your newsletter. So if you've got a website, you're paying for that, or you're getting it free as a new consultant, you have emails that are sent out on your behalf at least once a month, usually more than that. If you put somebody's name and email address in there, then they're going to get your info. And that's a kind of follow up. And then we can use what's called our email activity report to see who's looked at that. Okay, so that's a whole nother training, but we know that putting emails in our virtual office is a good way to let people know that we're there and let people know exactly what's going on. Okay. Vendor events. Okay. Doing a vendor event. So a vendor event is where you go and you set up a table with your 31 products. It doesn't matter if you have two, it doesn't matter if you have 20. Have some products, have again a business card, the mini catalog, a catalog, a door price slip. Maybe you're going to do a drawing at that vendor event to collect their information. This is another way for you to find people that you don't know. You can do them at churches. You can do them at schools. Right now is a big time to be looking for some spring events. So look for those spring events. You could do it at well, there's tons of events. You can use Facebook to help you find them. I found that really helpful to kind of search on Facebook to see what was out there. Ask on your profile, post on Facebook. I'm looking to set up an event. who knows, what churches have some spring events coming up. So spring is going to be huge the next, I would say April and May, but you don't want to wait in booking them. Okay. You don't want to wait in booking them. You're going to have to pay a small fee. I would start small. There's definitely some events where you could pay hundreds of dollars, which could be worth it. But as you're just getting started, I really recommend that you just start small and do like church events, school events. A lot of schools do open houses and things like that where people set up tables. They do a spring festival. Look for things like that. And the reason that we do that is to sell to the people at the events, to book parties with the people at these events, and then to sponsor, find new team members with people at these events. And I'm going to tell you more often than not, when I do an event like that, people are so glad to see me because they've been looking for a 31 consultant. So, setting up in your area is going to be a really great way to get your name out. Okay, so vendor events. Again, we could do a whole nother training on how to do those events, but finding the events is going to be the first step. Okay. Okay. Another thing you could do is look for networking events. Okay. Networking events. That's really where people that are in business get together once a month, once a week. They do all different types of things and network with each other. And they kind of feed leads to each other. So, for example, I used to be in a networking group that met every week, and we had a plumber, we had an electrician, we had a realtor, we had somebody who sold insurance, all those types of things. So if you said I need some insurance, I would say, hey, call this person. If they said, hey, I need some gifts or 31 products or whatever somebody might be looking for, they'll be, oh, Lynn Post, and they would give them my info. So a networking group that really worked really, really well for me. I only quit because I started watching my grandchildren. Okay. So they met during the day. I probably could find one that meets at night. I just haven't looked into that yet. But a networking group was huge for me for years. If you can find one that fits in your schedule, sometimes they meet early in the morning, sometimes they meet at lunch, sometimes they meet at night. Look around and find them. A good connection to get into with that is a realtor. Okay. I met a realtor who then connected me with other realtors who buy gifts from me. Realtors give gifts all the time. And so just getting into that group sort of got my name into a realtor circle, which I really, really liked. Okay, so networking event. On your email, okay, I use something called eSig, ESIG, at the bottom of every email I send from my Gmail account. It advertises my business for me on every email that I send, my 31 website and all that stuff. You don't have to pay for eSig. You can create your own signature for your business. Just at the end of every email, put your website link. Let them know you sell 31. Put a picture of a product or something like that on there. Okay. Oh, give backs to charity is another way. So when we think of doing fundraisers, so at 31, we do fundraisers a little bit different than some other direct sales companies. We let you decide how much you want to give back. And I like using parties to do that. I know we have the marketplace option, but I feel like a party option is really the easiest way for us to do a fundraiser because we can just send the link. Okay. A marketplace order, I have to enter. Okay. So if you're doing one product, like we have some people right now in our company who are doing give backs for foster care kids, where they're purchasing one product and they're just asking a donation from their customers, from their friends, from their family, to buy one of these products. That works if I'm going to use Marketplace. I like to use a party because it gives them access to the whole catalog. And then what we do at 31 is we give our own commission amount or our own fundraising amount from our commission if you do a party. Okay. If you do a party, you're going to give part of your commission to the event. And so I'm okay with that. I look at doing the fundraiser as advertising for my business. Okay. I'm giving away the product, I'm giving away the commission, but those kind of slipping up on is I keep the insider rewards for myself. Okay. So I'm doing a big fundraiser, giving away, if I could give all 20%, I usually like to keep a little bit for myself, but give 20% of the sales to the organization. But then I get to keep the insider rewards. So I'm getting product that way. Um, you could give 10%, you could give 15%. I've done levels where I've given, if your sales are 200 or below, you get 10%. If it's 500 or below, you get 15%. If it's more than 500 in sales for the fundraiser, you get 20%. That one really works well for me because it gets them to want to get more sales so they can get a higher percentage. But when I do these fundraisers and I use the party format, then when they're entering the orders, I'm getting their contact info. It's going into my virtual office. Just like I said, you could enter them in yourself that way. They're putting it in, they're becoming one of my customers. And so they're going to start getting my marketing. Okay. So fundraisers, great to give back, but they can also be used as a marketing tool and a way to grow outside your circle. And there's lots of fundraisers out there. Okay. So you just have to be on the lookout. Okay. Okay. I talked about schools. Another big thing, they're doing fundraisers too. Okay. So even though we're talking about doing events at schools, we can also do fundraisers for schools. The teams, any kind of sports team does a fundraiser. Reach out to them. Okay. I really encourage you, instead of just trying to make a Facebook post, although that's a good thing to do too, don't rely solely on a Facebook post. Okay. You could make a Facebook post that says, I'm currently doing fundraisers for blah, 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 blah. Who is looking to raise some money? And let them comment. But also, if you're my friend and I know that you're going on a mission trip and you're looking to do some fundraising, I would reach out to you and say, hey, Susie, I saw on Facebook you're doing a mission trip. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I know you're excited to go to Haiti or wherever they're going. I would love to support you with a fundraiser. So you're helping them out, but then you're also growing your own circle with contacts. Okay. So a fundraiser is a great way to do that. You just have to reach out and I would look. Hey, Carol, I saw that your son plays baseball on this travel team. I know when my daughter played softball on a travel team, we did fundraisers all the time. Are you looking for a way to raise some money for the travel team? See about that. Maybe they even just want to buy the products for the team. Okay, so they love those personalized products. So maybe they're just wanting to do that. You have to reach out individually, though, guys. Okay, that's really, I cannot stress that enough, that you email, that you text, that you Facebook message. I don't care what method you use, but use one of those and reach out one on one to get to those people. Okay. Because when you reach out one on one, they're going to know you care and they're going to be more likely to respond than they would to a general Facebook post that you've made. Okay. I think it's good to do both, but I really want to encourage you to reach out one on one to the people that you think might be interested and sit down and make a list. Maybe you don't know right now who would be interested. Sit down and make a list of anybody that you know that has a kid in sports, that's a coach, that works at a school, that whatever. Sit down and really do a brainstorming session on who you could reach out to. Okay. And then start reaching out. Uh, okay. You could visit a daycare. Okay, maybe your child goes to daycare. Daycares love our stuff for organizations. So you could do an event at a daycare. Maybe you could just say, hey, one day, could I get off work a little bit early? Come and set up a table. And while people are picking up their kids, I just show some of my products. And when people order from the daycare gets the free products. What daycare wouldn't love that? Okay, so reach out again one on one. Maybe you don't have a child in daycare. Maybe you just look at daycares in your area and want to go set up an event. Get there around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, stay till 6 or 6:30 or whenever the last pickup is, and try to meet those parents at that time. Maybe do a couple of days of that just so that you can hit everybody. Okay. Um, Donations. Okay. I get asked all the time to make a donation of a product, okay, for a giveaway. And I do that somewhat frequently. However, I don't give every person that asks me for a donation a donation. Okay. So I think a donation, I think giving something that could be done for an auction or, a door prize or whatever, I think that could be good advertising, but I think it just depends on the event. Okay. So sometimes people want to take advantage of us in our giving nature or in our need to want to give to these things, and we don't get anything out of them. So I just would be cautious. Maybe it's something that's near and dear to your heart. That I'm giving this not because I'm trying to get contacts, but just because I love this organization and I want to help them raise some money. Or that this event has a lot of people attend and you want to do it that way. You get to decide, and go from there. Okay. But just be cautious. Don't give to everybody. Okay. That's just my best advice. Don't give to everybody. Okay. If you're doing an event, maybe you could get some of your own swag. Okay. So I have, let me see, I should have here. Not immediately handy. Let's see, is this one? No, but this is a 31 pin. Okay, so it's just a 31 pin that we could get on Business Supply at some time. I have my own one on my desk, but I don't see it. I have my own with my info on them. Okay, they actually say Lynn Post. They have my website. I have any right here at my desk. And I use these for vendor events. Okay, or maybe I'll just tuck one in a packet that I send to an insider or something like that. So some marketing swag is a good idea. Okay, as you're getting yourself going. I don't encourage investing in a lot of that early on, but I think creating our own marketing swag for me, although I love this 31 pin, this has nothing to do with me. Okay, so I don't typically give these out at events. I want to give out events that have Lynn on them. Okay, because at these events, I'm trying to market myself, not just the company. Okay. Um, I do have a window sticker on the back of my van. We can buy those on Business Supply and have been able to for a long time through Vistaprint. I love it. I can't say I've got a ton of business from it, but I do have people all the time who text me and say, "Hey, I saw your van out." So I know people are seeing it, but marketing and finding new customers. I have been in a or one that sticks out to me was I was in a Kohl's parking lot and I was walking to my car, and this lady said, "Oh my gosh, do you sell 31?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And she said, "I love 31. I don't have a consultant anymore. I would love to get your info." And so luckily I was prepared. So that goes back to again being prepared and having something to give them, whether it's a mini catalog, a business catalog, texting them, however you're going to do it, find a way that you're going to reach out. Okay, your VIP customer group. Hopefully, you have a VIP customer group on Facebook. I really want to encourage you to do that. And the reason we like a VIP group for our customers is it's a community that we're creating. And instead of talking to all of our friends all the time about 31, we're going to use that small community to talk to them about 31 because we know that they want to, and we're not going to just add them. This is another thing. Please don't just add people to your VIP group. Okay. People want to be invited to a group. If you add me to a group, I automatically decline. Okay. Because why didn't you care enough to send me a message and say, "Hey, Lynn, would you like to come to my Pampered Chef party?" Okay. I don't want to just be added to your Pampered Chef party. I just don't want to be added to your 31 group. I want you to say, "Hey, Lynn, we've been friends for a really long time. I've started this business. I would love to for you to be a part of my 31 community. Okay, so ask ask them first. Okay, you'll get a better response. Plus, Facebook likes it better when people that are in the group want to be in the group. Okay, so make sure that you're being nice with Facebook and you're inviting people and being nice to your friends, most important. Okay. Okay. Got a list here because I want to make sure I'm going through everything. We could do coupons. You could give out coupons to people for 10% off or a free product on their birthday or something like that. I don't really think that's a way to find a lot of new customers. I think that's more a way of getting your existing customers to buy again, but you could be at an event and give out a coupon. Okay, maybe that would encourage somebody that was at the event to shop with you. You could do oh, I'm trying to think of the name of this box. A box where I know you've seen them at a doctor's office or at a nail salon. You're doing a giveaway if they fill out the paper and put it in the box. I know you've seen those, or drop your business card in this box or something like that. You could ask your nail place, could I put one of these up and I'll give you all blah, blah, blah if you let me do that or whatever. It's just a way to get more names. Okay. Again, getting the names is big, but following up with them is going to be huge. Okay. I wish I could just say, I sold 31 and everybody just buy from me. Okay. It doesn't work like that. We actually have to create a relationship of some sort. A connection is really what I like. A relationship sometimes to me sounds daunting. I'm not best friends with all my customers. I am in a bit of a relationship with them and a customer consultant type thing. I like to think of it more as a connection. Okay. I'm connecting with my customers and not just spitting things out to them. Uh, okay. Just reading through here, trying to make sure. Teachers. So we're coming up. I think May is Teacher Appreciation Month. Again, reach out to a school PTA near you. Okay, the Parent Teacher Association is a great resource for us because teachers love 31. So it could be as simple as you reaching out to the PTA and saying, hey, I sell 31. Don't know if you've ever thought about giving your teachers a gift from us, but we have great personalized gifts that teachers love, and maybe even do a few examples and show it to them. That's a great way to get your name in front of um, uh, teachers. Okay, teachers. Um, if you know a teacher, get in the teachers lounge. Try to find a way to set your things up in a teacher's lounge, whether you're there or not. Okay, us being there could be huge, but if you can't be there, send your things with your friend to the teacher's lounge. Give some catalogs, give maybe some QR codes on a slip of paper for them to shop, whatever the case may be, and then they can reap the rewards from that. And then you're going to meet the new customers that way through the teacher's lounge. You could do some sort of referral program where you have people refer people to you, either through your customer group or through a party or whatever. If you're doing a Facebook party, encourage people to invite other people to the Facebook party. If you're doing some sort of event, encourage people to invite people that you don't know to that event. Okay, so the more we can get beyond our initial circle, the better off we're going to be, and we do that through our initial circle. Okay. Let's see. Moms groups, another great thing to do. I think I mentioned realtors, another great thing. Um, let's see. Yeah. Just looking for the best things here. Be cautious. I have on here online vendor events. I'm just going to tell you to be really cautious of any online vendor events. People are doing that as a way to scam people into making money, without the people really getting anything from it. So I personally always shy away from those types of events with people I don't know. I think if you know the people, it's a different story, but I think doing those online vendor events is just a way for them to collect money from you without you really reaping any rewards from that. Okay. Wear your 31 shirt. If you don't have a 31 shirt, you can get one on the business supply. Let people know you sell 31. Okay. Let them know. Be a marketing person for yourself. Be a walking billboard. Okay. If I looked at your Facebook profile today, would I know you're a 31 consultant? Does it say you're a 31 consultant? Does it have anything about 31? Really take a look at that and ask yourself, how am I marketing myself online? Okay. Um, Not that we have to constantly sell on our Facebook profile, because I don't think that's a great thing, but I should at least know when I go to your Facebook profile that you sell 30. Okay. So I should know that just by looking. I shouldn't have to look through all the posts and find a post. I should just be able to look there and see. Oh, fish bowls. I've got a whole section here on my paper. I was trying to look at what you put out to put the names and stuff. They're called fish bowls here. It's just a lead jar, some sort of lead generator. If you searched on Google how to do a lead jar, there's lots of great trainings out there. One of the best ones is from Michelle Cunningham. She has one on doing this. She says that's the way she launched her Mary Kay business. And so Michelle Cunningham, lead jars, great training on how to do that and how she grew her business doing this. Okay. I think I've covered everything. We have lots of opportunity out there for getting new customers. I think the key here, if I could leave you with just a call to action, the first one is to make a list of people you want to reach out to. Okay. Make a list of people you want to reach out to. Maybe you've already reached out to them before, but that you want to reach out to them again. And make this a personal connection, a one-on-one type of thing. Whether you're asking them about fundraisers, whether you're asking them to be an insider, whether you're asking them if they want to place an order, whether you're telling them about some great things that we have for vacations and you know how they go on spring break every year and you want 31 to be able to help them with that. Our job as 31 consultants is to help solve people's problems. Okay. Have you ever thought of it like that? Like, we're there to help solve people's problems, whether it's traveling, whether it's organizing your office, whether it's organizing your classroom, whether it's looking stylish on the go, whether it's keeping yourself together as you're taking your kids to all these million events and stuff. We can help make people's life easier by using our products. And the more we showcase that, the more connections we're going to get. Okay. So think of who can you help? We're really helping. I know we sell products and I don't want to shy away from that. Like, I think we really need to lean into the fact that we are sales people, but I sell these products because I love them and I know what a difference they can make in people's lives. And as long as you remember that and you know that when you're sharing this, that you're out there helping other people, I think it makes a big difference and you can come across more authentic too. All right. Well, I hope you found this training helpful. I really want to encourage you to make that list and reach out to 10 people this week. See if you could reach out one-on-one to 10 people this week and make some sort of connection and get yourself some new customers. Okay. All right. So I will talk to you all on the next training. Okay. Have a great day. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.